Hi everyone, my name is Tatjana Flade. I'm a sports journalist specialized in figure skating, and I have covered figure skating for many years, working for German magazine Pirouette and also for International Figure Skating Magazine, Golden Skate, and other outlets. I did a video podcast about the Olympic qualifying system from the World Figure Skating Championships, and I've been asked to do this in English too. It was in German, so now I'm doing it in English because apparently there was a lot of confusion about how the Olympic spots are determined at the World Championships, and I tried to explain this, and actually it is not that hard. So, and we have, as usual, it's all based on a rule. It's based on the rule 400, ISU rule 400. Oh, sorry, no, I scrolled it. So, and this rule explains it pretty all. The problem only is that there was a change to this rule. The basic principle remains the same as before. So first of all, how do we determine the number of spots? There are 30 spots in singles. Now it's 19 in pairs and 23 in ice dance. And 24 of the single spots are given out at the pre-Olympic World Championships, 16 for the pairs and 19 for the ice dance. The rest is determined at a qualifying competition. This qualifying competition will take place in Oberstdorf in Germany in September. So, and the basic principle is again the same as for the ISU championships. If we have, and now I will show you some examples, otherwise that will be easier. So, in order to have 3 spots, 2 entries can reach a maximum of 13 points, and points are given according to placement. So we have here, for example, Japan, 1 skater second placed, 1 skater third place. That means 5 points, less than 13. So this country, in this case Japan, has 3 spots. The third skater they have here did not count. His result doesn't matter. If a country has only 1 skater entered, he needs to be in the top 10 in order to get 2 spots. For 3 spots, he even needs to be first or second. So this is all the same as before. And this will also go for the next World Championships. But for the Olympics, there's an important difference, because a country gets these 3 or 2 spots automatically only if they have the same number of skaters in the final at the World Championships, in the final free skating. And here we can see the USA. Nathan Chen, first place. Jason Brown, 7th place. So they have 8 points, which is less than 13, which means 3 spots. However, there was a third skater competing, Vincent Zhou, who unfortunately did not make the final. He finished in 25th place. So that means that the USA only have 2 spots secured. And for the third spot, they need to go to Oberstdorf to send a skater. And if he gets one of those spots here, the USA has a third spot. And the skater that goes to Oberstdorf to compete for that spot cannot be one of the skaters that were in the free skating at Worlds. So Nathan Chen and or Jason Brown, they cannot go. It has to be Vincent Zhou or somebody else. Also important, all these spots are given to the country, not to individual skaters. Russia has another situation. Mikhail Kalyada finished 5th. and Evgeny Semenenko was 8th. So they get 13 points, exactly the maximum they can have for 3 spots. But there were only 2 Russian men competing. So that means, again, in order to get that 3rd spot, they need to send another skater to Oberstdorf. Or Canada, Keegan Messing. He placed in the top 10. That means he would have 2 spots secured. But again, he was the only one competing, only Canadian man competing. So again, he needs to, Canada needs to send another skater to Oberstdorf to have this 2nd spot. And now I did a little calculation, and we can see who did get what, which countries get which spots. For this, the men, so we have here the USA, as explained, 2 are secured, and there's a possibility for 1 more spot. Japan has 3 spots. Also, as seen, they had 3. They have points, and the 3 skaters competed in the final. Russia, 2 + 1. Canada, 1 + 1, maybe, possibly. France, same. Korea, the same. Italy has 2, because their skaters reached less than the 28 points. For if you have 2 skaters entered in a championship, you need less than 28 points in order to make the to meet the criteria for 2 spots. And Italy had 11th and 12th place, so they made that easily. And China, Georgia, Switzerland, and so on and so on, down to Israel. So that means that all the 24 men competing in the final secured a spot for their country. And we even have only reached 23. That means in Oberstdorf, there's 1 additional spot available. So 7 in Oberstdorf. For the ladies, we have Russia gets 3, USA, Brady Tennell, Karen Chen, again, they had 13 points, but only 2 ladies competed, so they need to send another lady to Oberstdorf. Belgium, 1 + 1, Japan has 3, of course. 3 ladies were in the final, and they did well enough. Austria, 1 + 1. I was saying that Austria, I think this is a long time that Austria had the chance to get the 2nd spot for the Olympics. Great for them. Korea has 2 secured. Then a number of countries has 1 spot, as you can see. Again, all the 24 ladies that were in the final got a spot. And here we reach the maximum number of 24. That means 6 additional ones are available in Oberstdorf. For the pairs, it's always a little bit difficult. Last time we had we had several countries that got 3 spots, so that took a lot of spots away. Maybe you remember that the USA could send only 1 pair to the Olympic Games, even so they were 10th at Worlds, the preceding World Championships. But because of all these spots were taken up, they only can send 1. So Russia gets 3. It's the only country that directly qualified 3 skaters. China had only 2 pairs competing. So if they want a 3rd spot that they could have, they need to go to Oberstdorf. Canada, USA has 2, Italy, Japan, direct qualification and the possibility to get an additional spot. Don't know if Japan even has an eligible 2nd pair. Austria, Germany, Hungary, Czech Republic. So that means not all the pairs that were in the final got a spot, because there were more. There were 20 pairs in the final, but some lower ranked pairs like Georgia, Belarus, they did not make it this time, and there will be only 3 spots in Oberstdorf. Ice dance, Here we have 3 countries with 3 spots direct qualified: Russia, USA, and Canada. And 2 countries have the option to the possibility to get a second spot: Italy and Great Britain. Italy because the second pair was not in the final free skating, and Great Britain because they only had 1 couple competing. A number of countries secured 1 spot. And here again, all teams that were in the final at Worlds got a spot. Not they themselves, not these teams personally, but all teams for their country. And there will be still 4 more available in Oberstdorf. What I also thought was interesting was to compare how it would have played out under the old rule. The old rule just means that here in USA, Russia, and Canada, they would have automatically gotten 3 or 2 spots. That means that there would be 5 spots less available. And that means Mexico wouldn't have made it. Czech Republic would have been the last one to make it. Mexico, Ukraine, Sweden, Israel, and would have not been there. And the same for the ladies. There it would have stopped with China. And 3 countries more would have needed to go to Oberstdorf to fight for a spot. In pairs, the cut would have been after Germany, so Hungary and Czech Republic. No direct qualification. And in ice dance, it was Japan and Ukraine that benefited from that rule. So in my opinion, this new rule is better because it rewards the countries that made it to the final free skating at Worlds, and is probably a better chance for some of these smaller countries to get a spot. So I hope this helps a little bit. I hope this little explanation helps you to understand. You also can go obviously to the ISU website and read the rule 400. It's very clearly outlined there. And then the ISU will publish the officially, because this is my personal calculation, it's not an official calculation, but the ISU will publish the official calculation by April 11th, which is the deadline of the IOC. And you can see it all in writing again. Okay, so take care and all the best. Bye-bye.